So hey everybody, it is Tuesday and it has been 5 days since my last post on my Magic Readathon. So I can't believe I ended up finishing 5 of my owls this week. So that puts me at 8. Seems insane that I ended up finishing 5 books in 5 days, but I did. So I'm super excited to show you my 5 owls. And as always, link down below, you will find the links to my owl blog. You will also find the link to my Facebook and my Instagram and my full blog, which will contain all of the reading challenges and all of the blog posts so far. So let me show you my 5 books. So hey everybody, it is Friday evening. I am getting ready for bed here, so right after this vlog I'll be plugging in my book and trying to go to sleep while listening to my book. I'm currently doing my Defense Against the Dark Arts Owl, which is to read a book with an R in the title that it starts with. So I'm doing Razor Girl. This is also for my monthly motif challenge. I just finished my Herbology Owl, which was to read a book with a plant on the cover. So for this, I chose the book Lady Luck, which is by Kristen Ashley. This is the third book in the Colorado Mountain series. So this book follows Ty, who is just getting out of jail. He's been put in jail for a murder charge that he didn't do, and he's determined to put whoever killed that person, put them in jail. So he ends up falling in love with Lexi. Lexi was actually told to pick up Ty from jail from another acquaintance of theirs and to kind of do whatever he says. So what Ty needs is for Lexi and him to get married and to kind of just show that Ty is a good old boy with getting married and, falling in love and all of that. So they end up starting in Vegas where they got married. Ty is also very good in cards, so he plays poker and wins a lot of money. And then they end up going through Utah and they go to Colorado where they end up stopping. So I believe Ty shows up very briefly in Sweet Dreams. And so I believe that this book, Lady Luck, is about 5 years later, if I kind of catch the sequence right. But you do see Tate and Lauren and some of the other characters from Sweet Dreams in this book. So these two people, they live in the Colorado city, and he works at the garage, which is shown in Sweet Dreams, and she works at the hairdresser, which is another one that is seen in Sweet Dreams. So it just follows those characters that we all love. So they end up falling in love, and there's a little bit of drama going on in regards to the killer and who it really is. A couple of things I really liked about this book was that Kristen Ashley, for this book, really did get the perspectives of both Ty and Lexi in when she was writing. So they had two very different writing styles in regards to like words that they used. And so that was really cool that even if you didn't know which perspective you were supposed to be listening to or reading, you could tell by the words that were said. Another thing I really liked about this book was you got to see all of the characters from Sweet Dreams, so that's always really nice, and seeing where they all fall into. Another thing I did like about this is some characters that I really didn't like in Sweet Dreams, and I'm trying not to do a spoiler on Sweet Dreams or this book. They end up getting what's into them, and so that I think was great. And so this was another long read. It was about 22 hours in length on normal speed, and it just flew by again, just like Sweet Dreams did. So it just definitely had me glued in, and before I knew it, it was almost over. So that was just really nice. It doesn't feel as long and just has me sucked into these books. So after Razor Girl, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do, but Razor Girl's next. And then I will go on to some more of my owls. I think I'm doing pretty good so far. So I'm hoping this continues and I can just keep going and getting all of my owls done. So I will see you in a couple days. So hey everybody, it is Saturday afternoon, I guess. And I just finished my Defense Against the Dark Arts Owl, which was to read a book that title started with an R, so I chose Razor Girl, which was also for my April monthly motif challenge. So Razor Girl is the second in the Andrew Yancey series. This one follows Bad Monkey. I used it because April was a crack the code that you had to read a book that was a mystery, so I figured because Razor Girl was a mystery that this one would be too, and it was still classified as a mystery. Although I wouldn't say this one was too much of a mystery. It was kind of mysteries going in there, but it wasn't too much of a mystery. I would say that I definitely liked Bad Monkey better than Razor Girl. Um, it was okay. The ending was kind of disappointing because two of my favorite characters, don't want to spoil it, but didn't end up the way I thought they were going to end up. This takes place around the Florida Keys and kind of has a little bit of a mystery, I guess. It's just wasn't like Bad Monkey and was kind of disappointed. I know these are the only two in the Andrew Yancey series right now, so if there is a third one, I don't think I'll read it. It was an easy read, it was a quick read, but just wasn't my favorite. So that is Five Owls Down. Not sure what will be my next one. I'm not sure if I'm going to go from a long book or a short book, so we will see. So I'll see you in just a couple days. So hey everybody, it is Sunday early afternoon and happy Easter. So I just finished my Ancient Ruins Owl, which was to read a retelling. For this, I chose the book Hunted, which is a retelling off of the book and the storyline of Beauty and the Beast. I cannot say enough about this book. I loved this book. I was completely glued into this book the entire way. You know, I grew up with Disney's story of Beauty and the Beast, this whole magical world of the Beast living in a castle or a home with Chip and Mrs. Potts and Cogsworth and Lumiere and all of those fun, you know, magical beings. So when I discovered this book as I was searching for a retelling, I thought this would be just awesome. I love the whole just magical storyline anyway. So, Hunted is a more realistic telling of Beauty and the Beast. You still get the Beast with the beautiful girl and a curse being on them, but you don't really get, of course, the dancing teapot and dancing clock and dancing feather duster, and the whole breaking out into song. But even though you don't get those, it is just a seriously just magical and whimsical world that this book falls into. And of course, Beauty has to help release the beast and the man that's inside the beast. I love this book and would recommend it to anybody who's looking for a really good retelling. This is a young adult book, so there's nothing too, you know, horrible or, you know, just inappropriate terms in it. This is just an awesome book and has an awesome purpose to it, and I love the fairy tales and everything that are all built into this book. So I just loved it. And I have now gone on to my History of Magic Owl, which was to read a book that is more than 10 years old. So for this, I chose the book Princess Diaries. This one should be a little interesting as I have watched all of the Princess Diary movies, and of course the movies are based on the book, so I'm interested in seeing how they changed it. I've already gotten into a little